Hi, I'm Allie Mancini, Director of Recreation, Parks, and Library for the City of El Segundo. Welcome to The Plunge. The Plunge is the city's iconic and historic indoor swim stadium. For more than a half a century, The Plunge has been a cornerstone of this community, where memories are made, healthy lifestyles are embraced, and athletes train for greatness. The Eurosari Swim Stadium, affectionately called The Plunge, officially opened its doors in November 1941 as part of the WPA, or Works Project Administration, that was established to help employ those affected by the Great Depression, while also building up public infrastructure. The facility was designed by master architect John C. Austin, who also designed the world-renowned Griffith Observatory and LA City Hall. When the Plunge opened, it was considered a state-of-the-art swim facility that boasted a large pool with 8 lanes and 2 diving boards. The stadium also housed a pool for children, which was unique for swim facilities at that time. The director of the facility, Eurosari, went on to become one of the most accomplished swimming and water polo coaches in California. Mr. Sari trained at least 33 Olympians and led 12 high school teams to CIF championships during his time in El Segundo. Mr. Sari also served on the Olympic Water Polo Committee multiple times and was named National Water Polo Coach of the Year in 1964. The Plunge flourished as a beloved part of the El Segundo community, drawing thousands of visitors annually, and was designated a local cultural resource by the city in 1994. From providing a place for the youth of each generation to learn to swim, to training Olympic athletes, it faithfully provided a service to the residents of El Segundo and the greater Los Angeles area until its doors closed in 2019 due to ongoing maintenance issues. Official plans to refurbish the Plunge began as early as 2005, when an aquatics master plan determined that a complete renovation of the Plunge was necessary. Simple repairs to the aging facility would not suffice. Ongoing issues with lighting, ventilation, inconsistent water temperature, and circulation all pointed to the need for a complete overhaul of the entire facility to carry the swim stadium into the future. In 2023, El Segundo City Council approved a new design and renovation that artfully maintains the Plunge's historic character, particularly the iconic Art Deco facade, while bringing the interior to code to meet current building and accessibility standards. The estimated cost to complete the project is $14.6 million. The city, along with contributions from our partnerships with the El Segundo Unified School District and with the CDC MAR campus, has set aside $9.8 million in capital reserves to bring this project to reality, leaving a funding gap of approximately $4.8 million. This is where you come in. The City of El Segundo has partnered with Richard Lundquist, CEO of South Bay Sports, Health, and Recreation, to kickstart a fundraising campaign to bring this beloved crown jewel of the community back to the residents of El Segundo.
My name is Richard Lundquist, and I'm the CEO of South Bay Sports, Health, and Recreation and Continental Development Corporation. South Bay Sports, Health, and Recreation raised over $5 million for the Aquatics Center and hopes to be able to raise the same amount for the Plunge. The Plunge is a needed project for the community because it's centered in the middle of the residential area. And although the Aquatics Center is a fabulous facility, it doesn't have the capacity for the needs of the community of El Segundo. I've decided to get involved because it's so important for the community to have the recreational opportunities, particularly for the youth of the city. And even though we've developed a new aquatic center a few years ago on Douglas Street, there's much more need for swimming and recreation. Swimming is very important. Kids need exercise, and swimming is a fun way to achieve that. So I think it's very important for the community.
The City of El Segundo currently offers year-round swimming programs such as Learn to Swim, Advanced Swimming, water exercise classes, and more. The program is currently run under the direction of aquatic supervisor Joe Lormans, who himself has a unique tie to this exciting project.
My name is Joe Lormans, and I am the Recreation Supervisor of Aquatics. I grew up going to the Plunge. I did swim lessons there when I was 3 years old. I played water polo, did swim team all throughout my youth. I became a lifeguard when I was 16 at that facility, and I've worked there pretty much ever since, now overseeing the other aquatics facilities, but it's been very cool to see the El Segundo Aquatics program grow and just become what it is, and it's very exciting to have that facility.
The Plunge serves residents of all ages, but takes particular pride in being one of the best swim programs for youth in the South Bay.
I'm Tanya Alloway, and I've been a resident of El Segundo for 14 years. The swimming program helps my son with his social skills. He gets to play with kids of all different ages and personalities. It also helps his strength and his endurance, and he eats better and sleeps better at night. What I love most about the Plunge is its location. I love that it's set in a neighborhood in El Segundo because it has a very family, local community vibe.
The Plunge construction will begin soon, and the facility is set to open in late 2025. Many longtime residents who themselves grew up at the Plunge look forward to creating many more memories at the new swim stadium.
My personal history with the Plunge, as we call it, it goes back to when I learned how to swim. I learned how to swim right here. There were people that taught lessons in other private pools. I had 1 or 2 lessons there, but I've been here ever since. I remember coming with my parents when I was 5, 6 years old. You know, the big promotion from the little pool up to the big pool because it was almost 4 feet deep. Those are all memories.
The Eurosari Swim Stadium will bring back a beloved community tradition for so many residents whose children spent their youth swimming, playing, and diving at the Plunge.
For so many of us, it's the story of the community. This is where a lot of our kids learned how to swim. This is the summer times. This is where we do senior and master swim and the full progression of it. It is in a lot of ways the nexus of where the community comes together. It's right by the high school, it's right by the library, it's where El Segundo really starts. I think for a lot of us, when you conceptualize what makes El Segundo, people who make things and then enjoy them in perpetuity, it's sort of the story of how we began. Having a WPA project like this brought to life once again with the beautiful Art Deco facade and a center of the community, it's really exciting to see us deliver a product and a project that people expect, that they're excited about, and that they want. We can't do it without you. This is an era where the priorities of government, things that are important to us, things we think are integral like pools, are things we just can't do alone. The grants aren't there, the federal support isn't there. What is there is a community that comes together and build it. We've gotten most of the way there. There's always some last second changes on a project like this, and we need everyone's support to get us back in the pool.
We started construction of the Eurosari Swim Stadium in August of 2024, starting with demolition, lead abatement, asbestos abatement, and demolition of locker rooms, bleachers, and the old pool mechanical room. Since then, we've been building back the building, including new sewer laterals, new water lines to the facility, new pool lines under the deck of the pool. And the most notable thing is this lobby. We demoed the wall in the lobby, and we're building back the lobby, including new ADA lifts and ADA features. Some of the next major milestones include removing and replacing the roof, installing the HVAC system on the roof and throughout the building, all of the ductwork, starting to install the fire sprinklers, installing the lighting, and doing the final finishes on the locker rooms, including the tiles. Work is also ongoing with the pool, with the main drains being installed, the skimmers are now installed, the supply lines and return lines are almost done, and work is ongoing in the mechanical room to install all the pumps, the filters, and all of the equipment that goes with the pool system. We're really thrilled to be handing the pool over to the community, and thank you so much for your support.
Make a splash and support the Plunge today.